morning everyone, children and parents. I only have one child in my class today because our school is closed. Her name is Charlotte.
Hello!
Hi Charlotte! And she's going to help show you some maths work that you can do at home together today. This is part of our work on measure. And today we're going to be looking at maths again and how much things weigh. First, though, shall we sing our measure song to remind us what each unit of measure is used for?
A litre's for capacity, a meter's for length, a kilogram's for weighing if you've got enough strength. A gram is light, a centimetre's short, a millimetre's just a tiny drop of water. A kilogram's heavy, a meter is long, a litre's lots of liquid, that's the end of my song.
That was good fun. Did you enjoy that, Charlotte?
Yes!
Shall we do it again so we learn the words properly?
Okay. A litre's for capacity, a meter's for length, a kilogram's for weighing if you've got enough strength. A gram is light, a centimetre's short, a millimetre's just a tiny drop of water. A kilogram's heavy, a meter is long, a litre's lots of liquid, that's the end of my song.
That was good fun. But are you ready to learn now, Charlotte?
Oh yes!
Shall I show you what I've got in my bag?
Okay.
So, I've got lots of different things in my bag that are all different weights.
Ooh.
And we're going to learn how to put them in order of weight. So, my first thing I have is a tin of tomatoes. So, looking at the back of the label, can you tell me how much this weighs?
It says 400G.
So, do you know what the G means, Charlotte?
Is it grapes?
It's not grapes.
Grams.
Exactly, it's grams. So grams is a unit of measurement of weight. So 400 grams. So we'll pop this one here. Now, I've got something that's very small. So we've got a little small jar of chutney. Can you tell me how heavy this one is?
35 grams.
Exactly. So this one, where do we think this goes? Is this heavier or is this lighter than the tin of tomatoes?
Well, 35 is a smaller number than 400, so I think it's lighter.
Correct. Well done, Charlotte. So yes, this is much lighter than our 400 gram tin of tomatoes. Okay, so here I have a nice box of oatcakes. Where do you think this goes in our scale from heaviest to lightest?
Oh, I don't need to look at the number on that one. It's bigger than the tin of tomatoes, so it must be heavier.
It's a good point, Charlotte, but actually, although this is bigger than the tin of tomatoes, it's much lighter. So the oatcakes, if we look here, are 260 grams. So actually, they're actually quite a bit lighter than the tin of tomatoes.
Oh.
Yeah, so not everything that's big is heavy, and not everything that's small is light.
Oh.
What else have we got? Ooh, have a look at this one. We've got some hand sanitizer here.
Oh, hand sanitizer's very good for preventing the spread of coronavirus.
That's very, very true, Charlotte. So we'll better look after this hand sanitizer. So how heavy is this?
This one says 50 ml.
Yes, I'm sorry, Charlotte. This one was a bit of a trick question. This, actually, because it's a liquid, is put in millilitres, which is a unit of measure that measures liquids rather than weight.
Oh.
So we can talk about this one on a different lesson, but today we'll pop this one back in the bag. Here I have some gravy. How heavy is our gravy?
170 grams.
Exactly. So if this is 170 grams, this one's 400, this one's 230, and this one's 35, where do we think in our scale this should go?
Does it go between the chutney and the oatcakes?
Yes, exactly. So we've got 35 grams of lightest, 170 grams is heavier, 230 grams is heavier than that, and 400 grams is our heaviest. I've got one more item for you, Charlotte. So this one's a tin of tuna.
Oh, I like tuna.
Me too. So if you have a look here, there's 2 weights, isn't there?
Oh, that's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit. So one of the weights, the heavier one, is the tuna and the water that the tuna's in. The other weight is just the weight of the tuna. So the one we're thinking about today is the weight of the tuna and the water. So how many grams is that?
145.
Exactly. So if we've got 400 grams here, 230 grams here, 170 grams here and 35 grams, where do we think this goes at 145 grams?
Between the chutney and the bisto.
Exactly. So now we have a scale from smallest to largest.
Hooray!
Yeah, well done. So now it's your turn to join in at home. Can you make a line of shopping like we've done? And you can practice it lots of times if you like. After you've practiced with a few items, next time your parents come back from the supermarket with their bags of shopping, you can get them out and have a look at them and put them in the line from the lightest to the heaviest. And once you've done that, if you've got siblings, you could try and have a race and see who could do it the fastest. Or, with your parents' permission, have a look in all the cupboards and do the longest line you can, all the way from the tiniest one to the biggest one that you have in your cupboards. And what you can do is take a photo and send it in to us, and we can look at them on next week's video. So, thank you very much for listening today. Thank you very much for my lovely assistant Charlotte. And that's almost bye for now. But shall we sing our measure song one more time before we go? Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah!
Brilliant.
A litres for capacity, a metres for length, a kilograms for weighing if you've got enough strength. A gram is light, a centimetre's short, a millilitre's just a tiny drop of water. A kilogram's heavy, a metre is long, a litre's lots of liquid, that's the end of my song. Yeah!
Brilliant. Well, that's goodbye from us here, and goodbye to you all. So bye now.